All right, so breaking news development coming in. India summoned ambassador of South Korea on the issue of South Korean company Hyundai and its Pakistani distributor, which now seems is an independent entity, not part of the company, having tweeted in support of Kashmir Solidarity Day, which is a day marked by Pakistan to support its terror activities essentially in Indian Kashmir. And India has taken it strongly. In fact, our ambassador in Seoul took it up with the Foreign Ministry of South Korea, and then South Korean ambassador in New Delhi was summoned to the Jawaharlal Nehru Bhavan and sought an explanation as to how and why this happened. So at the level of Foreign Ministry in Seoul and at the level of embassy here in South Korea, following in New Delhi, following which there was a call from the South Korean Foreign Minister to our External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, in which he expressed regret at this having happened. Of course, subsequently an explanation was also came from the Hyundai Motor Company Limited, which is a South Korean company, saying that they absolutely regret that this has happened, that the tweet that was done by the Hyundai distributor in Pakistan was not in any manner a reflection of the company, but actually it's an independent distributor. But then it was not just Hyundai, it was KFC, it was Pizza Hut, it was Osaka Batteries. It seems that the Pakistani deep state snared these companies or their distributors in Pakistan, obviously who would be Pakistani citizens and Pakistani managements, to get these companies involved in something which is absolutely not their domain, which concerns India's territorial integrity and security. And hence I think India taking it very seriously, raising it up with the South Korean authorities so that appropriate instructions go, which seem to have gone in the case of corporations owned by South Korean managements. Ankit from our digital desk is there. Ankit, you have more developments and information on this story. Please share with the viewers.
I'm going to read out now the statement of India's Ministry of External Affairs on this entire matter. It's been tweeted out by MEA spokesperson Arindam Bakshi. It says, "We had seen a social media post on the so-called Kashmir Solidarity Day was made by Hyundai Pakistan. Immediately after the social media post, our ambassador in Seoul contacted the Hyundai headquarters and sought an explanation. The offending post had been removed subsequently. The ambassador of Korea was summoned by the Ministry of External Affairs yesterday. The strong displeasure of the government was highlighted that this matter concerned India's territorial integrity on which there could be no compromise. We expected the company to take appropriate action to properly address these issues. Foreign Minister of Korea called External Affairs Minister Jaishankar this morning. While they discussed several issues, the Korean Foreign Minister also conveyed that they regretted the offense caused to the people and the government of India by the social media post." It goes on to say, the statement was also issued by Hyundai Motors conveying its deep regret to the people of India and making it clear that it does not comment on the political or religious issues. And lastly, and most importantly, it adds, India welcomes investments by foreign companies in various sectors, but it also expected that such companies or their affiliates will refrain from false and misleading comments on matters of sovereignty and territorial integrity. So this, Abhishek, is the statement that has been posted by the Ministry of External Affairs. Right, like you rightly pointed out, our ambassador in Korea took this matter up with Hyundai and the Korean government. Also, the Korean ambassador to India was summoned, and after that, the foreign ministers of the two countries held a conversation. The errant post by the Hyundai Pakistan handle has been removed. The Hyundai India handle has issued a statement, and so have some of the other companies that you made note of. And it's very important to point out, like the Ministry of External Affairs says right at the end, India welcomes investments by foreign companies in various sectors, but it is also expected that such companies or their affiliates will refrain from false and misleading comments on matters of sovereignty and territorial integrity. So India has taken up this matter with Korea regarding one of Korea's biggest companies, Hyundai Motors, and here you can see now the statement, which you can also read right now on republicworld.com.
Well, absolutely. Ankit, in fact, I have a list, Ankit, of companies through their distributors having participated in this Pakistani deep state ISI toolkit of supporting the Kashmir Solidarity Day hashtag. And these are KFC, Pizza Hut, Hyundai, which has now apologized, Osaka Batteries, Isuzu D-Max, Bosch Pharmaceuticals, Atlas Honda Limited, Kia Motors. Now, you know, all these companies, they have much bigger business interests in India than they have in Pakistan, or they would ever have in Pakistan, which is, in terms of its economy, is smaller than Uttar Pradesh. For these companies to make this mistake and risk their business interests in India by way of boycotts, I think just like Hyundai, other companies also, Kia of course is Hyundai ownership, but then other companies, even American corporations like the KFC and Pizza Hut, they should be coming out clean on whether their distributors did this at the hands of Pakistani handlers of the deep state. But that's a story we'll continue to closely watch. But India has taken it very seriously. It concerns our sovereignty and territorial integrity, and corporations, irrespective of their nationality, there is nothing against South Korea or South Koreans, should desist from getting into this territory. And that's why we took it up at the highest level. Our ambassador in Seoul went to the foreign ministry and sought an explanation. The South Korean ambassador in New Delhi was called. Ankit, you rightly noted from that statement, and I think they have apologized, regretted. The matter should end there.